A juicy, sizzling steak, made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef, Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based crumbles that mimic ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
The texture feels right. Even the smell smells like the real thing.
Good morning to all my people, man. I had to talk about this fucking website. So, these people here are selling celebrity meat. And it's exactly just like it fucking sounds. On the website, it says it all starts with your favorite celebrity and a quick biopsy to obtain tissue samples. It also says they're isolating muscle stem cells. We grow celebrity meat in our proprietary bioreactors. These crackers is eating celebrity meat. Bite Labs. You can look this up. Bite Labs org. This is real life shit. These motherfuckers is eating people, eating celebrities, and trying to make that shit look green.
Alright, peace, y'all. Peace. So this is going to be another segment video where I'm breaking down certain segments. The first thing I want to point out to you guys is how the FDA approved cell-based meat, which is basically lab meat. Now, I'm going to break down what cell-based meat actually is. Okay, so cell-based meat is basically a meat that is produced in a lab. Now, fake meat, if you want to be technical, trash meat, garbage, all right, plastic. As you can see, they make meat by using 3D printers. Okay, all of this stuff is horrible for you to have. All right. Now, the actual product that they're going to be promoting is going to be called cell-based meat. All right, basically it's basically the skin cells of the animal. Okay, so it's not the actual animal, it's the skin cells, and this is reproduced in a lab. Okay, so they make a fake animal and reproduce it in the lab. Okay, I'm going to read what this says here. Okay, so it's taking a small number of cells from living animals and growing them, keyword, growing them in a controlled environment to create food. Okay, is an emerging area of food science. All right, advancements in cell culture technology are enabling food developers to use animal cells obtained from livestock, poultry, or seafood in the production of food. Okay, with these products expected to be ready for the market in the not too distant future. Okay, so remember when I told you guys the last video that they were pumping this whole progress of food shortages and all of this stuff? They're about to push the button on us. All right, this is what I'm saying. They're about to push the button on us. So now we take a look at them already approving cell-based meat in 2019. okay, we see what we're headed for in the near future. So much so that even celebrities, okay, are now getting on board with putting their cells and creating their own meat, which is disgusting. So people are going to be purchasing lab-based meat, but you're gonna have options to get a fake chicken or a fake horse or a fake cow or a fake celebrity. It's disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? But we see that the FDA did approve this, right? So we know that these things are going to take place in the near future. How they're going to bring it in, people will be in desperation, okay? You will eat this, all right? If you are under a depression, you will eat this lab-based meat, okay? If you are deprived of food and nutrients, okay? If you're going through starvation, you will eat this meat, okay? And once you eat this meat, okay, you now belong to them. All right, because they're putting certain things in your body. All right, chemicals. This is gonna be like eating plastic. All right, let's be real here.
Found this tree to be quite interesting because, as you can see on the left side of the tree, there's lots of fruit. But as we move over to the right side, there's hardly any, except for maybe a few sickly oranges over on this side. So I was wondering why this would be, and one possible reason is that right next to this side of the tree is a smart meter. So all day, every day, the smart meter is sending out pulses of microwave radiation just a couple feet from the side of the tree. So it's a pulse like that, and those. So it's doing this all the time. We know that microwave radiation affects biology. So it makes sense that it would affect this tree as well.
Okay, so as y'all seen there, the guy had basically broke down the damage that the smart meter was doing to his tree, okay, it's to his fruit tree. Now, some people may have these meters installed on their home, in their home or on their home, right? Now, what I don't know, but what I would recommend is that you guys would put some type of foil, okay, within that box there that closes it, okay, that box, that door that closes to keep the meter there. You know, just put some type of foil covering over there, because what I'm going to say is this: if that is doing that damage to that tree, you can imagine the radiation that's going on through your house. All right, so it's bad enough that we have these cell phones that are kicking off radiation, microwaves that are kicking off radiation, smart TVs kicking off radiation. All of these things that are around us, Bluetooth, all of these things that are around us are kicking off radiation, and it's causing a lot of issues within human mankind. So the whole objective is to depopulate us. This is what I've been saying for a long time now. A lot of things that are going on is to depopulate mankind. All right, so if you guys carry your cell phones, all right, in your pockets, right, they have said that that is a way for you to actually not be able to procreate, okay, through the radiation. If you have this cell phone, if you have a 5G cell phone and you keep it in your pocket, that will prevent you from being able to procreate. I know a lot of ladies keep their phone in their back pocket, and some dudes put their phone in their pocket. You know, you got to be careful with a lot of these things, all right? So keep that in mind, guys. Like, these things are they're around us every day, 24/7, but we're not paying attention to how much damage it's doing to us, all right? So Yeah, man, that's crazy though. Now, this is for people that want to jump on the bandwagon of getting electric cars. Now, I have nothing against electric cars because there's a gift and a curse about this. Okay, and I'm just going to put my 2 cents out there. Okay, so the whole concept of creating electric cars is because they feel that carbon is going into the air. All right, which is causing an issue with global warming. All right, so in order to save the earth, all right, you're going to have earth police as well too in the new world order. All right, no littering, okay, no anything that's going to be no smoking. Why do you think all of these e-cigarettes are out now? A lot of stuff that we take for granted every day is literally going to be gone. All right. So now this whole concept of this electric car is to keep the environment safe, in their words, right? To keep the environment safe. All right. But this right here is kind of strange, in my opinion, because now the battery, okay, for this vehicle, which is a lithium battery, right, is placed under the car. All right, all 4 seats. So, if we've seen devices exploding, okay, and seen these type of things happening time after time again, okay, we already know that this would be dangerous. Some people ask about Ann Hetch, right? And they say, well, what happened to Ann Hetch? Well, what was the case of that? Okay, that I truly believe what some people were saying, that car was controlled by the higher ups. And they made it their business to crash it. Okay, so these electric cars will also be ran by the government. So when you want to think that you purchase one of these electric cars and you think that you're going to escape or leave the town or the country or whatever and drive somewhere, they're not going to let you leave that car. And if you do anything to it, they're going to make sure you don't survive in that car. All right, they have all controls of this. A lot of these cars now, these cars that are updated, they have OnStar in it. Okay, so they're listening to everything you're saying as well. All right, So keep these things in mind. All right, keep these things in mind when you're making decisions.
Modern technology promises to keep us more connected. But in surrounding ourselves with screens and devices, it feels as though we've lost something. Imagine if we could replace our screens with something that informs without distraction. Could we see differently, more clearly? Could it help us find that invisible edge when we need it most? Or allow us to connect in crucial moments, providing vital information in an instant? Introducing Mojo Lens, the world's first augmented reality smart contact lens. Put Mojo Lens on in the morning, and throughout your day, you'll have access to timely information without losing focus on the world around you. Mojo Lens is designed not to bombard you with data, but to elevate your vision by providing the information you need exactly when it's needed, all while letting you look like yourself. When it's not in use, the technology just fades away. We call this concept invisible computing.
Mojo's invisible computing solution will be a platform that gives you everyday superpowers and an invisible edge throughout your day. But before it does any of that, it first has to be a great contact lens that improves your natural vision even when it's off. Mojo Lens built-in display will give you augmented reality wherever you look. It even works with your eyes closed, putting you into an instant VR world.
The applications are nearly limitless, from being able to see in the dark or low-light situations, to augmenting your memory with instant information, showing you real-time translations, or giving you a virtual teleprompter. One of our first medical applications is using AR overlays like edge detection and contrast enhancements to help people with vision impairments such as glaucoma and macular degeneration.
Building the world's first AR contact lens is a systems engineering problem, and therefore we've had to innovate in many different areas. The Mojo Lens includes thin film, biosafe batteries to power the system, as well as motion sensors to enable the world's most accurate eye tracking. We've also developed an extremely low-power image sensor that's used for computer vision and scene detection. But at the heart of the Mojo Lens is the world's smallest and densest dynamic display. With this, we can display crisp text, photos, and video in a package that's less than 0.5 millimeter in diameter. We are often asked, how do you control Mojo Lens? And the answer is with your eyes. It turns out that your eye is an extremely accurate pointing device. With our built-in eye tracking in each lens, we believe we've unlocked the ultimate hands-free user interface.
I like to say, if it doesn't break the laws of physics, then it's possible. And proving that something like Mojo Lens is possible motivates us each and every day to invent the future. Ultimately, we believe that we can help people achieve their potential without sacrificing their humanity. That's the promise of invisible computing. Thank you very much for your time today. Eyes up.
All right, so this whole concept of the 3D contacts of the augmented reality, I mean, some people are going to think this is cool, tapping into another realm and all of this stuff. Some people might agree with this because it's convenient. I truly believe this is the mark of the beast as well, okay? It's that same thing from that movie Terminator, all right? If you remember the movie Terminator, okay, and that thing had that red eye, that robot had that red eye, this is the future that we're headed to, okay? This transhumanism thing is going to take place. This is the future that we're headed towards, okay? It's not a game. People think that this stuff is a joke. All right. Oh, it's just conspiracy theories, but Hollywood shows us all the time. If they're already putting these products on the shelf for people to buy, how can it be fake? Okay, how can it be fake? If all they have to do pretty much is lower the price on it, and people will actually go out and purchase these things. All right. And this whole concept started from the video game Pokemon Go. All right, y'all remember that game Pokemon Go where people was actually falling in manholes, sewers, and all of this stuff, playing this game, getting hit by cars, walking across the street. So when we people are going to, the children are going to have this more or less. It's not going to be for the grown adults, people that are aware of this, because we're very hesitant of trying new things. It'll be the younger generation that will get on board with this. All right, so we have to understand that everything is part of their plan. All right, everything is part of their plan.